everyone. I'm celebrity doppelganger Seth Rogen, and today I'd like to talk to you about tubular works of art. In specific, the tubes, also known as the Utica overhand, was constructed in 1980 by Frank Smullen. Recently it was said that this magnificent work of art would be destroyed to be replaced with something like a moped parking lot or something of the like. But we, meaning me, Seth Rogen, conducted some interviews on the Queens College campus about these tubular works of art to see what students thought and faculty thought about them. Hello, Mrs. DeBenedetto. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions about some art on Queens College campus that needs to be saved?
Sure, why not?
Okay, there's this tube sculpture outside of Kylie Hall, and it's basically these tubes that look like a pretzel with legs sticking into the ground. It's big and gray. And they want to get rid of this artwork and replace it with a vending machine. So what is your opinion on this?
Well, the piece of artwork isn't very attractive in my opinion. It just looks like a piece of tubes. So yes, you can get rid of it, but a vending machine, we have too many. So I don't think we should replace it with a vending machine. Maybe put another piece of artwork that looks more interesting than a bunch of gray tubes, and we really don't need another vending machine.
So you don't think that this particular sculpture should be kept around?
No, it's not very appealing to me.
So you don't think that it has any aesthetic value or anything towards the Queens College campus?
If it was a different color maybe, or if it looked a little more livelier, then maybe, but not if it's gray and looks like tubes.
Okay, well thank you for your time, Mr. Benedetto. So hi, what's your name?
I'm Jasmine.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Do you mind if I just ask you a question or two about some artwork on campus?
Sure, go ahead.
While the teacher talks in the background. There are these tubes outside Kylie Hall. They look kind of like a pretzel on stilts, I guess. And I mean, I personally think that they're kind of cool, and they want to get rid of them and replace them with a vending machine or something along the lines of that that's really dumb. So, do you think that you could maybe defend these tubes? Or what do you think of them?
I think they're great. I think that they provide like a architectural design to the campus that is unlike any other place. And vending machines are like everywhere. I think they should keep the pretzels.
So you should keep. So the president of the campus should keep the tubes.
Keep the tubes.
All right, cool. Thank you. Hello, sir. What is your name?
Nate Mickelson.
And is it okay if I ask you a couple of questions about saving some art on Queens College campus?
Sure.
Okay, there's this tube sculpture that's located outside Kylie Hall that the president wants to get rid of and replace with a vending machine.
Uh-huh.
Now, I personally think that this is wrong because, like, art holds benefits and stuff to not only a college campus, but to anywhere in general. But do you think I could get your opinion on this matter?
My opinion about the piece of art, or my opinion about removing it?
Your opinion about removing it.
I think it would not be good to remove it because art sparks conversation, and what they probably would replace it with wouldn't be very interesting, so it wouldn't spark conversation, and that would sort of deaden the life of the campus.
And would you like to comment on the art itself, what you think of it?
I think it's very confusing, which is what I mean when I say that it probably would spark conversation.
All right, well, thank you for your time, and it's most certainly appreciated.
No problem.
shit, it's you guys again. So, back to Frank Smullen and the tubular artwork. Mr. Smullen was a very creative individual, specifically in the line of computers, due to the fact that it was his computer program that helped to make this great sculpture in the first place. He created a sculpting device that worked on the Apple II computer that would mathematically place big pieces of pipe together and even custom design them sometimes for them to fit into these elaborate designs that he has created. Not only here, but mostly in North Carolina, where he used to work at Duke as a professor of the arts. Now, most of Mr. Smullen's sculptures don't look like this, but in specific, this particular sculpture was meant to represent human anatomy. Whether it's the upper half of the body or the lower half of the body, I'm honestly not quite sure, but it is sexual in nature, supposedly looking like a pair of hips and legs. You know, that kind of stuff. This is not Frank Smullen's only piece of art, though. He's done other ones, especially in the North Carolina area where he used to work for Duke, UNC, and all the other universities of the great state of North Carolina. This one in particular is known as the Utica Overhand, but has been officially given the proper nickname of the Tubes. Yes, the Tubes. As if people can't come up with anything more creative than that. Other examples of Frank Smullen's work, in specific, one famous one outside the University of North Carolina, is the Granny Knot, in which he shaped a set of pipes such as these, yet a little thinner, into a giant knot-shaped triangular-like formation which rests outside the university's campus.
Hey, Seth.
Yet the most interesting fact of all about Mr. Smullen's life is that even though this beauty right here was created in 1980, he apparently died of unknown causes in 1978. This is a ghost sculpture, my friends, a ghost sculpture, and nothing more. Yet we dedicate this great piece to the deceased Frank Smullen, and we hope that his name lives on forever and ever and ever and ever in the art community, and as a creator of one of the greatest pipe sculpting programs to ever run on the Apple II operating system.
2, 1.
My friends, Mr. Smullen is the Tupac Shakur of the pipe sculpting business. Time, let's make sure this never happens again.
Is that when they get locked in the freezer?
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of? The last time we got locked in the freezer. And then Randall's shirt just keeps changing. It's like down with Saddam. You know what? Let's make sure whatever we do next time,
this doesn't happen again.
It's like, oh yeah, you know what this reminds me of? The last time we got locked in a freezer. He goes back again. It's like down with the RuPaul. Like, you know what? Next time, let's make sure whatever we do, this never happens again. Hi, I'm celebrity doppelganger Seth Rogen, and today I'd like to talk to you about Frank Smullen and his tube sculpture. Frank Smullen, who apparently died before this sculpture actually was christened, making it a ghost sculpture, was an artist and art professor at the Duke University, and